switch up plays. Spend a little money, don't care how it's made. Drop top, quick, catch sun rays. Start off without it, gotta get it one day.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he finds a man with a crossing route. The 20. And touchdown. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Barons have taken the early lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A big play there for the Niners. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you planned. Touchdown!
A great effort there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Complete here. It's high. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To the air, Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Barons have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
49-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Lance. And it's a fumble. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Dancing to his left. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. Allen now on first down. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the draw, it's Nwangu. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd.
Throwing now is Allen. And it's caught. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Barons are able to widen their advantage. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
49ers 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Early in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On play action, Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Niners are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance steps away. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, Pitts. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach, and let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're growing louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. That's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on him. You hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Buying time to his left. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Lance now on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Lance. That's going to be caught. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good on the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7th. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. And Graham on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And his guys are going to take the lead. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Flush to his right.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Shotgun now for Lance.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On 3rd down, Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. Now left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Allen. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout. making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And on now is the punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
87 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation.
Here's Lance to throw it.
They'll roll him out right, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On second and goal, Lance. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will tie our game here in the third. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
Takes it at the 7.
Now a hit and a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Here's Nwangu.
He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A gain of 3, second down.
Brings up second and 7.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Mason. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
And he gets it down to the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down and 4, Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Allen. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Carr. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play there on the catch and run.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Check hot route. Hot. Switch.
Now Allen. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Here we go. Here I come again.
Allen going to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Steps away to his left. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And his guys are going to take the lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Now left side, a completion to his tight end, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards, the pickup there. Working with a 2nd and 3. Now Lance again. And he'll rifle one complete to Streets.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. From the gun, it's Lance. to the goal line, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on second down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so, but ordinarily, second down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up third down, they'll have to throw it anyway.
A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Niners are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Allen now looks to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. On 3rd down, Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Lance. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And got his man complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
And it's caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. Lance and company going on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he is not going to be able to get away as they swarm him for a loss shy of the goal line. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
43 is the mic. What we got? What we got? What we got? 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Lance now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Lance now to throw. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Now Allen.
Lets this one rip toward Graham. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Allen.
Complete here. It's high. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Back to throw. Being chased out left. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long.
They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.